Hey guys, good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a video that I wanted to make after I filmed my most used jewelry pieces of 2025 so far. So basically at the middle of the year I usually make my most used handbags, my most used jewelry, etc. And I got one question that got a few likes under that video, and it was, if I could only keep 5 jewelry pieces, which ones would it be? And I've made videos very similar to this, but for handbags. I've never really done it for jewelry because honestly I have so many jewelry pieces that are so different, and I have some that are very sentimental. I love anything vintage, and I have so many pieces that were passed down from my grandma to me. So I really started thinking how hard it was going to bring it down to 5 only, thinking of a scenario where I have to grab 5 only and run and I would lose the rest. I do have to say that if you would have asked me this question 2 years ago or even 1 year ago, I think I would go for different pieces. And it was really hard to pick. I do have the 5. I tried to divide it in 5 different categories so I could have like a very well rounded up 5-piece collection. But yeah, it's a Sunday morning. I thought that this would be really fun to film and just talk about some pieces. So to start with, my thought process behind picking the categories, one of them had to be a pair of earrings, the other one had to be a ring, one had to be a bracelet, and another one had to be a necklace. And then the one remaining, I decided to go for another bracelet. So all of these are going to make sense to you guys, especially for the things that I've been wearing a lot this year. But I just want to give a disclaimer that I am someone who loves trying new jewelry. I used to be someone who was only into very specific styles, and now I think I went into the deep end that I like anything colorful, anything that is very whimsical. But I'm also boring in the sense of I stick to the same things all the time, as you can always see on my stack. You will always see me wearing my staples, the things that I love. So I would say that I'm in this really weird transitional year where I'm going to show you some very unique pieces and others that have been with me for years and years and I've always used. So I want to start with the earrings, and these ones were very hard because I feel like earrings is what I play the most with in addition to rings. So I had to pick only one, and I was between 2. I ended up picking this one because for the other you'll understand with the ring. So these were the 2 pairs that I was in between. These were the earrings that I wore to my wedding, and they're aquamarines with diamonds. These were a gift from my mother-in-law, but the reason why I'm not gonna go with this ones is because I feel like if these are literally the only pair of earrings that I'm gonna have left, I do have to take into mind, of course, the sentimental aspect, but also I need something that is going to be versatile and that I can wear in many different ways. So because of that, I thought, of course, then I would go for these ones. So these are the High Studs from Idyl, and the thing is that these earrings I always have stored like in a little pouch that comes with many different attachments. So these earrings I can wear them in like 80 different ways if I want to, and I have acquired like a little collection of different attachments that I'm gonna show you. Also, just want to note, this video is not sponsored by Idyl. Like generally when I travel I always take these ones with me because I have so many different attachments, so you can wear them from day to night and you can make them long, you can make them a little bit more edgy. But yeah, mine are in rose gold, and I have attachments honestly in different tones. So for example, this is the same stud but with a different attachment. This is how these ones look, and it's just super easy to honestly swap them out. They're also very comfortable, but yeah, for me having like the little pouch, that for example these ones that are the Bea, that I always get a lot of questions when I use these ones because they look honestly very edgy and cool, and I shower with these ones. I never have to worry about them. Like they have lasted me such a long time, and I started with the smaller studs and then I ended up getting the biggest ones that they have just because I feel like they stand out a little bit more. I initially got these ones for my wedding with Le Poeme. This one is the Le Poeme attachment, and as you can see, this one is super bold and super dressy. I wore these ones to the rehearsal dinner of the wedding, and I would say that these ones are absolutely a statement. So yeah, I'm not even joking that I have so many different additions to these ones, and I really love them for that because yes, they're just like classic white diamonds, but you can just like interchange them and have like a lot of fun. So to me this one is like a 15-1. I don't know if that counts as cheating, but also I like wearing the studs alone. So yeah, thinking only one pair of earrings, I think it would be those. But if we were like going more into like sentimental attachment and all of that, then yeah, I would definitely think I would go for my wedding earrings or probably a pair that I got from my grandma. But yeah, I'm gonna stick to those because I think it's the most versatile option and what would offer me more chances of wearing them and still like fitting to the occasion. Now next one is going to be the ring, and I think I had to take my engagement ring and my wedding band out of this equation because of course there's no way to compete with that. I would always go for this, so let's pretend that these ones are just completely attached to my hand. They're never gonna go away. So picking something else, I think was pretty obvious that I was gonna go for my aquamarine ring. So as I was talking about different colors and stones that I've been really liking to try, I have quite an obsession with aquamarines, and this one was actually a find when I was traveling in South Africa. We were in Cape Town and I just saw it, and it was love at first sight for so many reasons because I've seen so many different aquamarine rings. This one has like a wave that for me aquamarines represent the ocean, and this ring having also a wave of diamonds that goes around the stone. I don't know, I've never seen anything like this before, so when I saw it I was just like, I think I have to get it, and I did, and now I use it no matter what. Like I always have it with me. I love it so much. I love anything aquamarines, and I've been talking about this for quite a while. I would love to get an aquamarine tennis bracelet to add just to my stack. And it kind of started because during my wedding, my mother-in-law, she gifted me this stunning aquamarine earrings to wear as my something blue. So I decided to make a matching necklace to go with it, and that was a necklace that I wore to my wedding. Then I saw this ring that basically matches perfectly with the entire set, and now I am kind of looking for the aquamarine bracelet. But yeah, I think this ring is like, I really try to look for pieces that represent me as like my style and personality and things that I love, and this one absolutely beautiful. It always makes me happy to wear it and just looking down at it, and also getting like things to remember trips. Like South Africa was such an amazing trip that we had, and yeah, I don't really have a link for this one, but I do know some online jewelry shops that can custom make pieces for you. I'm going to leave a few that I can find on the description box down below. For this one, unfortunately, I do not have a link, but I do love anything aquamarines. I would say that the next 3 pieces are going to be very sentimental, so please bear with me. I'm going to go with the first bracelet. So this is a sapphire and gold Cuban link bracelet chain. I've had this bracelet since forever, and this was one of the pieces that my grandma passed down to me. I think something that I loved about getting pieces from my grandma is that mostly I remember her wearing them, and now the fact that I am wearing them means so much to me, like she's with me. I don't know, I feel like I have a piece with her with me all the time. I also got passed down pieces that I could wear quite a lot. I always get so many questions about it, and I can never provide a link because I don't really know where she got it from. It doesn't have a brand. I have no idea where it came from. In my memories, it's just always been there, and it was a bracelet that she would use quite a lot, and now I use it all the time. I have another one that I kind of use as it with this one, but I think I would go with this one for sure. But for anyone that wants to kind of replicate it, it's just a very classic Cuban chain, oval blue sapphires, and I remember that my grandma would always pair it with this one, and this one is a little bit more intricate and it has diamonds and sapphires. I also think it's absolutely stunning. It's always been a little bit big on me, but I love wearing them both together. I feel like they're very classic. They have like that vintage vibe, but I love that the sapphires add like something a little bit different. And I do think this is something that you can make quite easily with any local jeweler that you want. I don't really know how much it would be to get them done nowadays, but for me these pieces are absolutely priceless, and I cannot see myself like without them. I've had them for such a long time and they mean so much to me. The second bracelet is going to be a little bit maybe silly for many people, but it's actually going to be my Cartier Love bracelet. For the ones that have been following me, just watching my videos for quite a while, you may remember the day that I got this one. This was something that I wanted for so many years, and I always thought that it was so expensive, and I honestly think that it is very expensive, and perhaps it's not worth the money, but I got it in a time that for me this meant achieving many different things, and I ended up getting it actually for myself. I know that the love bracelet is something that people tend to give to other people, especially when it's your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, etc. No, I actually gave this one to myself, and it was kind of like a promise to myself and also showing myself that I was able to make things happen for myself, if it makes sense. I've always worn it since the day that I got it, and it's been on my hand, except for the brief period of time where I had to take it in for repair because it kept falling off. Now that it has a new lock system, it's always here, and I do have to say that I don't care that it's basic. I don't care that people think that it doesn't add anything at all style-wise. For me, it's definitely more than that. It's something that I always have with me, and mine is in the regular yellow gold in the size 16. Also, I think it's important to note that I feel like it's quite of a safe piece to wear because it's literally attached to your hand. It does come with a few problems. For example, when traveling, I would definitely travel with a little screwdriver to take it off, because sometimes when passing through security they get a bit picky regarding that. But yeah, it's just the type of thing that I always have with me. I love having with me, and I am consistent like that as a person. I am someone who will always rewatch the same TV show, no matter if I've seen it 100 times. I reread the same books. I have comfort sweaters. I definitely have an emotional attachment to my pillow, my water bottle, a lot of things. I am weird like that. So yeah, for me this one has always been like comfort thing that I always love having. And the last piece is actually something that I don't use. I think I've used it like twice because it's very hard to find the occasion, but also like I just could simply never let it go. So this is something that my grandma would use on special occasions. So again, this is a piece that was passed down to me and that I also do not have a link, but this is blue sapphires. As you can tell, my grandma loved blue sapphires and diamonds necklace. This is also something that I usually don't have at home with me, but I am going to use it soon for a wedding. I'm trying to find occasions where I can use some of my jewelry pieces, and the wedding is definitely granted for this one. Yeah, I definitely think this one is very special. I think it's definitely very dressy, but it's perfect for weddings, nights out, like a little bit more elegant things. And this one is in white gold, again with the sapphires. When I wear this one, I kind of feel like a princess. I don't know if it's also the idea that I had behind this one being like kind of matching with a tiara, but I will be wearing this one with a navy dress and silver heels. So I think it goes absolutely perfect with it. I just need to think about the earrings. I think I'm gonna go for something that is just like regular diamond, so it kind of matches with this one, because I don't really have blue sapphire earrings, which is funny because I have a lot of things blue sapphire. Just earrings is something that I don't have. So these were the 5 pieces that I would pick in case I had to just grab 5 and run away this year. I don't know if I'm going to make this video again next year and probably have something very different. I love experimenting with pieces and trying new things. I have my years where I'm obsessed with emeralds. Perhaps next year is going to be rubies and just try different things. But yeah, I would love to hear you guys out in the comments and know which ones would be your picks. It can be sentimental pieces. I would say that let's not include wedding rings, engagement rings, because those are no-brainers, at least in my opinion. I absolutely love mine and I would not change a single thing about them. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. If you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you 2 right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you and see you on the next one. Bye.